Good morning, I'm Steve Johnson, and here's a look at the latest from the Dove newsroom. The attack in Nice, France last night rocked a nation still dealing with the aftermath of attacks in November in Paris that killed 130 and in January 2015 that killed 17. Well, the attack on Bastille Day occurred when a large white truck mowed through revelers for more than a mile as they gathered for fireworks in Nice, killing at least 84. Police killed the driver after an exchange of gunfire. 2 Americans were killed in what is described as a terror attack. That investigation continues. Indiana Governor Mike Pence dropping his bid for another term to become Donald Trump's running mate. A decision to choose Pence would end weeks of speculation concerning the vice presidential choice for Republicans. In his meeting with Trump during the past few days, Pence had nothing but praise for the candidate.
Donald Trump is going to provide the kind of leadership that America needs, strengthen our nation at home and abroad, and give Americans the confidence that we'll be appointing people to the Supreme Court that will stand by our Constitution.
House Speaker Paul Ryan says Pence would be a good pick for Donald Trump as vice president. Ryan says it's no secret he's a big fan of Pence and holds him in very high regard. Well, fire broke out after 7 p.m. along the Bear Creek Pathway in Medford last night. Crews from Medford Fire and Rescue, Jackson County Fire District 3, and the Oregon Department of Forestry responded to the 3-acre blaze. Came close to nearby housing with vegetation that had first responders concerned. Fire spokesman Brian Ballou outlined the strategy attack for this kind of fire.
Anytime we get a fire through here, one of the first things we got to do is cut our way into it, which means there's got to cut a path through the blackberries so we can get people, hoses down through there. It just takes a while to really get a perimeter set up around one of these fires.
The crews were on the scene well after midnight checking for the official cause, which is believed to have been an unattended cooking fire on the pathway. There were over 25 first responder personnel from the 3 agencies attacking that blaze. Jackson County Commissioners had a tough meeting in dealing with accusations of inappropriate use of funds and equipment by one of their own. Commissioner Doug Breidenthal being reviewed for accusations of using county vehicles for personal use and running personal travel expenses for his family that have not been reimbursed. Board Chair Rick Dyer stated his recommendation moving forward in the short term until a formal policy can be adopted.
I do think it needs to be a discretionary policy that at the time we look at the totality of the circumstances and why there's a charge in the first place and why it hadn't been paid, and then decide at that point whether, it isn't in the best interest of the county to say we should probably not pay for any more travel until this is resolved.
Well, let's take a look now at what we can expect on the weather scene for this weekend. And for Northern California and Wairika, 90 today and tomorrow, then cooling into the mid-80s by Monday with sunny skies. Heading along into the Klamath Basin, 83 today and mostly sunny. Low temperatures as well throughout the weekend, maybe down to a high of only 80 on Monday. Moving along the Oregon coast, 70 today, then into the 60s for the foreseeable future with a possible chance of rain on Tuesday. As we move into the central Oregon area bend, 79 today, 80 and 81 for Sunday, 77 on Monday, slight chance of rain both Monday and Tuesday. And for southern Oregon in the Medford, Grants Pass and Ashland area, 88s for today and tomorrow, then dipping down to 85 for Sunday and Monday for the highs, a slight chance of rain both days, sunny skies again on Tuesday. That's a look at news and weather. You're up to date right here on the Dove.